Guys, can't you imagine yourself living in a beautiful location with nice weather, super close to the beach, with happy people surrounding you every single day? Well, that's why I made this video today. It's to show you why I think you need to apply for your Florida license ASAP and get down here to Florida so you can enjoy this with me. All right, guys. This right here is the holy grail. This is what you want. This is a Florida license. I got one, and I'm gonna tell you why you need to get one ASAP. This is the best location to work as a dentist in the entire country, maybe the entire world. So stay tuned in this video for me to explain to you why I think so, and you don't wanna miss this. Apply right now and stay tuned. Florida's demographic is ideal for practicing dentistry. We're talking from the ages of 40 to 60. When you look at the median age of a person in Florida, it's 42.2, with the highest state being Maine at 45.7. Florida's median age is 42.7, much higher than the national average of 38.8. So what does this mean? This is the ideal demographic to practice dentistry. These people have broken teeth, they're older, there's been decades of neglect. These patients actually have money, they have saved for retirement, and they're willing to spend money on their teeth and their healthcare. Now, don't get me wrong, sure, these types of patients are gonna need fillings and prophies, but in the end, they are here for more comprehensive treatment. We're talking large crown and bridge work, implants, big full mouth restorative cases. Guys, you want to work where patients have money because dentistry is not cheap, and a lot of patients, their primary concern is financing. It doesn't happen often to me, but when it does, it breaks my heart to tell a patient what it costs and for them to walk away with no treatment getting done. So typically in my neck of the woods, my patients have money to afford the treatment they need, and it makes it much easier to help the community live a happier and healthier life. Now, I know I had a dream of opening a practice in Manhattan, doing veneers on 30-year-olds, and just being that cool guy in the city, but then I quickly realized that it's not exactly practical. 30-year-olds don't have money to do big restorative cases like a 20-unit veneer case or a full mouth of bridges and crowns. So definitely think about where you're living and the demographic you're walking into when you decide where to practice dentistry for the rest of your life. If you move to a location where the demographic can afford the treatment, you're gonna be much better off as a dentist. You're gonna be able to pay your loans off faster. You're gonna live that quality of life that you've always dreamed of. So I moved to Fort Myers about 8.5 months ago. And let me tell you, my skills as a dentist has transcended way past what I thought I can do. And in large part, that's due to the demand that is needed in Florida. My patients need a ton of work, and it's very complex cases, so I'm able to tackle a lot more and grow myself as a clinician much faster than I normally would have if I stayed in New York or stayed in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there is a huge migration of people coming to Florida. It's not just dentists, it's all kinds of people, right? There is something called a great migration, and this is currently happening now. People from all around the country are coming in droves to find a place to live down here because they're tired of the cold weather, they're tired of the government taking away their money in taxes, and they're just looking for a nicer quality of life with happier people surrounding them. So you may be wondering what the Great Migration is doing to the economy of Florida. Well, I'm telling you right now, we're in an economic boom. Currently, we're sitting at number 4 in the best economy in the country at a $1.4 trillion number. That is insane. Guys, we have the second best explosive job market. We just added 440,000 jobs last year. That's insane. We're number 3 in new business formation, and we're sitting at number 6 with a 2.7% unemployment rate. These are all amazing numbers for the economy of Florida, and it's more reasons for why you should apply for your dental license to come down here and join me. All right, I don't want to have to get political, but I'm sure you know that there's no state income tax in Florida. Hallelujah! That is awesome, because we've worked our entire lives to get to this point. I know in New Jersey, the income tax was sitting at like 7 or 9%, which after normal taxes in the government, federal, you realize that's a big chunk of money, guys. And I get to save that, I get to put that towards my 401k, my savings, my loans. All these things add up, and having An opportunity to have no income tax is monumental in your growth, how to grow your net worth, or just kind of move up the ladder and save up for a house or spend that money on a gift for your family member. It really does add up over time. So whether you're a dentist or a dental student, consider it, because maybe where you're living it's freezing cold and you can't go out or have any fun outside, and you may be paying a shit ton in taxes. But think about coming down here where you're always close to a beach, everybody's nicer, it's more fun out here, and you don't have to pay income tax, which is awesome. Guys, save more money, live better quality of life. Come join me. This is where you want to be, I'm telling you now. And oh my God, there is a shortage of dentists in this state. That blows my mind. I understand. There's large areas of Florida where it's very rural and they don't have many dentists in the area. So for that reason, however, I understand that in the bigger cities it can be quite saturated. Tampa, Orlando, Miami, you're finding quite a lot of dentists in these places. So if you can, think about moving rural and spreading access to care to people who are in dire need. And think about why Florida has their own licensing exam. I know you may be thinking about it, your friends are asking, are you gonna apply for your Florida license if you're a fourth-year dental student? It's because everybody wants to be here. Everybody has a vision of maybe retiring in Florida, practicing a couple months out here, flying back to home. There's tons of different reasons why you should apply, and definitely get that license as soon as you graduate dental school. I know all my friends have tried to apply for the license just to have that in their back pocket for one day, thinking, yeah, maybe I do want to live by the beach and practice a couple days a week and have a great life out here in Florida. I'll apply for that license. And I tell all of them to do it, and they're seeing my lifestyle and my life out here, and they are so jealous. So in conclusion, I'm probably never going back to the north, guys. I love my life out here in Florida. The weather always makes me feel happy, and it makes me feel like I'm on vacation every single day. I am expanding my dental skills tremendously. I'm getting much bigger cases come thrown at me, big crown and bridge, implant cases, surgeries. It's everything you could ever ask for, and I'm very happy here. I save a ton of money by not having to pay income tax, and also the cost of living in Florida is just generally cheaper depending on where you are, but in my experience, it's been much more affordable than New Jersey and Manhattan for sure. And this economy is conducive to opening your own business and starting your own practice and having that ability to thrive in the environment that you put yourself into. And I'm in such close proximity to the bigger cities like Tampa and Miami. If I ever want to party it up on the weekends or spend time at the beach with my friends and family, I can just take a quick drive over. There's no big deal. The economy and demographic is so conducive to dentistry. There's a non-stop flock of patients coming in every year because it's the biggest retirement state in the country. There's a constant influx of snowbirds during the season from November to April. And these snowbirds have broken teeth. They have dental problems and they need to be fixed while they're living on vacation here. This is a great opportunity to start your career, guys. Let me give you an example. I live in Fort Myers, Florida. We got hit by a top 5 worst hurricane of all time. It is considered a Category 5 hurricane now. And my practice has not slowed down in the slightest bit. That just goes to show you how much demand there is in Florida. No matter where you are, where you decide to practice, you're gonna be in constant demand, and there's gonna be patients that are willing to pay for the treatment and services that you provide for them. And if you've made it this far in the video, please smash that like button, subscribe, share this to a friend or somebody who's thinking about moving to Florida as a dentist, and show them why it's the best state in the country to practice dentistry.